How are the
sugars.
fluids calculated in the pipe? Do you have time for that, Dylan?
Well, wow.
That's a big question.
um, everything that's part of the simulation has a fluid box, which is just a very small struct. We compare the pressure differences, which is based on the height and volume of each different box, and propagate the pressure in I think it's 3 passes now, in different passes, and create pressure groups so we know the top of the water so we can have the water push things down. And we combine groups and ultimately derive the flow between the boxes from all the pre-calculated pressures. And that is that. That should be pretty obvious, right?
Sounds simple enough. I don't understand why people have such a hard time getting that.
Yeah, basically, they're just simple boxes that have water in them, or like a liquid, and we use the volume, the height, and its previous flow rate, and the pressure. So, like a pump adds pressure, and so like when it compares the pipe that it's attached to, it would say, I have this much pressure, you have none. Okay, I'm going to move liquid. This is very layman, but move liquid from me into you because you're a low pressure front, essentially. And then it moves down the line. But we have to do multiple passes to get it so that they can consider all sides.
Any plans for different liquids to act differently? I think they do, don't
They do, kinda. It's
Yeah.
not that noticeable because you can't see them. We do have viscosity properties on them. If they haven't changed this, if design hasn't changed this, but it's weird when you initially hook up like to an oil line, you will see that the oil takes longer to get to the end of the line. If you did it identically with like a water pump, it would take longer to get to the end of a long chain. But yeah, it's mostly doesn't have a big impact on gameplay.
So it's a bit like Factoria's pipe system with a twist. And yes, Factoria's pipe system is a big inspiration to that, actually.
Yes.
Or like, at least the initial one.
Well, I think we started by reading their dev blogs about it too, because they had a lot of like, this didn't work, this did, so we wanted to see.
Save a lot of work.
Like, believe it or not, neither one of us had ever written a water pipe simulation before.
Yeah.
It's not really something that comes up often. It's like where to begin. But it was a ton of fun working with G2 on that.
I guess the main difference is that we've added another dimension to it. With vertical.
That has caused a lot of our issues stemmed from that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, having that verticality.